I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Maxwell. Max to my friends, Mr. Midway, and also internationally known as the Blind Blogger. And I want to welcome you to what would have been the 10th episode of Leading You Out of the Darkness, which is now going to be the first episode of the No Excuses podcast. And I'm going to explain why I've changed the name. And it's pretty simple. It's all about branding. It's all about people knowing who you are by what you do, how you do it, what your story is, where you come from, whatever that one unique thing is that makes you different than everybody else or that gives you a different perspective than the rest of the people doing in a particular market, industry, niche, what have you. And for me, as a blind blogger, entrepreneur, podcaster, all the stuff that I'm into and doing it visually impaired, people often say, if Max can do it, then what is my excuse? And from that, people have started referring to me as the no excuses guy. So I thought that renaming the podcast would be a great idea for me. It's going to fit in with what people think of when they think of me anyway. And also, it's going to be a message to me. For those of you who know me, I've had some health issues over the last year not related to losing the weight. I've suffered through shingles, which, regardless of what that guy on TV says, is not funny and doesn't go away quickly. It took a month for it to go away and another month for me to recover from it. I still have some darkened skin on my neck and back where I had those nasty sores. Since then, I also cut my foot, didn't realize I had cut it, and that led to a sore that got infected. This resulted in me being in the hospital, having intravenous antibiotics, and then more antibiotics when I went home. So I have been knocked down a bit lately, and I don't like being on my back. I don't like doing nothing. It's not who I am. I've told people many times, if you tell me something is easy, I'm not going to be very interested in it. But if you tell me something requires work, then you've already got my attention. So the no excuses, that's going to be a message to me as well, that from now on, I'm not going to buy into the negative, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. I'm going to be that positive guy. I'm not going to let anything keep me from getting to my goals, my objectives, and to taking all of you along with me, because as many of you have told me, by the fact that I continue to show up, it inspires and motivates you to do more in your own lives. So I have to show up. I feel an obligation. I feel like I've been letting y'all down over the last few months, and I know none of you would see it that way, but that's how I feel. And it's really important to know yourself and be in touch with how you feel about something. So from today forward, I will be healthy. I will have all the energy, strength, and vitality I need to do whatever goal I set my mind to. And I will be able to have enough energy beyond that to record the videos, convert the audio, write the blog posts, share on social media, do all the things that go into being a blogger, a podcaster, and an online business owner. So I hope that this is going to motivate you. It's going to encourage you to redouble your efforts. If you see that a guy like Max every so often has to check in with himself, has to remind himself that he's strong, powerful, that he can do anything he wants to do, then I'm hoping that's going to remind you to do the same. I like to think that every day can be a New Year's Day. You know how we set resolutions on New Year's Eve, and most of us don't keep them beyond the third week of January. At least that's what the experts say, and I've heard that enough times that I believe it's probably true. But every day can be your next New Year's Day. That next day when you get up and want to do better and be that person that you know you were meant to be, to do the things that you know you were put here to do, and to go out and even find new things, even find challenges and opportunities that you wouldn't have thought of the day, week, month, or year before. So I appreciate you listening to me, watching me, reading the posts, however you get my information. I love that you continue to follow me and support me. I couldn't do this without your help and support and without your concern when I haven't been feeling myself. I really, truly, honestly mean that. I could not do this without you, and I wouldn't want to try if I could. So thank you so much. And before I forget, this podcast, at least for now, is going to be sponsored by me, and that means it's sponsored by my latest book. It's not the cookie, it's the bag, an easy-to-follow guide to weight loss success. And in there I share my journey of losing weight through having gastric surgery, changing my diet, taking supplements, getting regular, repeatable exercise, prayer, meditation, positive attitude, putting health on my schedule, not being afraid of my mirror or my scale. So much more in that book than a diet book. And I definitely encourage you to check it out on Amazon. But if you want to buy it, please go to my website and buy it, because I get more money that way. Amazon takes 70% of, or excuse me, Amazon takes 30% of the gross. They leave you 70%. If you buy it through my website using the sales link, and there's links on my page where you can find that easily, then I only pay the PayPal fee and a little bit of money to sales, so I end up with about 95% of the gross. And I think you would much rather support me, my book, and have it go into my pocket than support a big corporate conglomerate like Amazon. Now, I will tell you two things. One, you cannot. There's nothing that says that you can't buy the book from me or read it through the link that I send you, or the file that I send you, and then go over to Amazon and leave a 5-star review. There's nothing that says you can't do that. The other thing is that my author page, should you want to go over there and look at the book and give it a preview before you decide whether or not to buy it, go to amazon.com/author/Maxwell Ivey. And Maxwell Ivey is the last part of that spelled I-V as in Victor, E-Y. Okay? I really do appreciate you. I love you. God bless you all. Take care now. Thank you, Max.